Do I need to even ask? Are you guys excited? Who will earn the title of Team USA?
Though is thinking Nate is able to catch him.
Vert sitting at the top of main stairs. Quick shot from Rampy. Spacestation handling a lot of this business from the outside of the building. We saw Thinking Nate upstairs as well as Rampy gets a double onto Nyx.
And I would imagine that this would end pretty quickly, as Thinking Nate already has the angle.
Issue is now is that there's 5 people on site, and Laxing doesn't have any vertical control except for inside of kitchen, but the hatch isn't open for him to drop. Thinking Nate with the final blow and the flawless round for SSG.
We're going to see just a couple of those X-Kairos ending up detonating as a result of the players further deep in cash. They're able to easily just tap those out one by one. Bosco is still hunting down this player hiding up on the catwalk. And in the meantime, Foxay is going to make a run up with perfect timing. Catches both Thinking Nate and Rampy trying to run in.
And that's another explosiveness of Reciprocity that we've talked about. Canadian now downed. Laxing trying to confirm. He recognizes that the man is laying on the ground. And that's going to be 5-2 in favor of Reciprocity right now. Only 2 remaining members of SSG, Fultz and Bosco, as they're trying to take control of Garage once again. Sees one behind the box. That's going to be Foxay as he dies at the bottom of Garage. Fultz now working his way up cash stairs. Sees a little bit of the box. Takes down Retro. Knocks it down to the 2 versus 2. Vert and Nyx. Equalization very quick back into the hands of Spacestation. Quick rotation upstairs as Bosco is going for a Hail Mary. Can he find him? No, Nyx melts him, but a quick shot for Fultz. He knows where the last man is. He's behind the shield. Can he get it? He pre-fires, but no!
Looks like there is going to be an attempt to stop that, but I don't believe that it will work out too well here as the Cade is not nearby. Wall is open. Church now accessible to the attackers. Drone's going to move in, give these guys a little bit more intel. We can see our pan camera here on the right side as well. Shows you the Reciprocity players trying to hold the now breached wall, with Nyx popping out those smoke charges to try and delay the rest of the team from pushing down. Thinking Nate with the hold though takes down Nyx when he gets aggressive and swings around the desk, but doesn't pay attention as Vert also does the same thing a second later and finds the trade.
Getting flashbacks to the TSM game from yesterday where they got too passive after they got the wall open. Reciprocity made them pay for it. Vert with a nice nitro cell, but Bosco immediately trades it out. Knocks it down to the 3 versus 3. Watch the timer though, folks. We're under 15 seconds. They gotta make magic happen here. They don't have the diffuser in hand either. Bosco drops the kitchen hatch. He's gotta find multiple, but no! It's another trade yet again. Only 2 seconds. Rampy has to stick the diffuser. Fultz on defense. He finds one. Can he get the second? He's looking blue, but he flicks back in.
He'll move through red and start this pinch. However,
oh, no.
Foxay jumping up on the table, spots Rampy, takes him out in cold blood.
Extremely patient, waiting for these kills, and he finds the first one. What did I tell you? Lax still lying in wait. Yet another Laxing as he's trying to go off, but he finally gets shut down from Canadian, but not before the damage is already done, and it's only down to Bosco. Tries to catch him on rotation through construction, but actually, not gonna be too late. Quick flick to the left-hand side. Bosco finds Fox. Knocks it down to the 1 versus 3.
Most thing he seems most worried about right now. Trying the best to swing in, but just no easy angle presenting itself. And obviously you do have those smoke gas grenades sitting in the way as well. Flashes going in as there's not much of a choice here. X-Kairos to open up the softball on the other side. Does find the first kill against Vertical. 2 more still need to be found though. And there's not enough time. Trying to make this wrap plausible. He's got teammates checking those default cams above him to see what is on the catwalk and potentially what may be waiting for him outside. Looking real quick to see. Nothing really going to present itself, and ultimately this is just not going to be something that he can clutch out.
Instances. It's going to be a fast drop, a fast trade between 2 players. Frag grenades pour in as well as stuns. The plant's already going down. Bosco keeping vertical pressure. Are they even aware of this? Laxing moves the Yokai drone. He stops one, so they have the information. Canadian rotates back behind the bomb chassis to try and defend himself from the rotate hole. Retro works his way in. Laxing inside of Mud Tunnel, but he's out of Yokais now. Canadian sticks it. Plant successful. Vert and Retro very low HP, but Vert still wins it out anyways. Laxing the only man with full HP as they finally equalize. Fultz works his way down blue with the pistol, but tends to rotate back up. Oh no, he's being chased right now and he can hear them. Whips the pistol back out, but no, he's got a fully loaded AR now. It's a double kill for him on the round. They still have protection upstairs, but Vert gets him because of the cardiac sensor. What a smart utility usage. It's down to Vert, very low HP. He's trying to stump them. He's trying to keep this at equalization. Such low HP still onto the triple kill, but he's got to worry about the verticality. And he gets there too late with the Electro Claw. Actually, I believe the first one was EMP. That might have been the issue and why he went for the impact grenade just on a Hail Mary.
He's going to be pressured here in a second. He does have the top table to stand on. The bottom hole wouldn't have been much of an issue, but he did jump off.
If you get that kill. Vert still plenty of utility, has to worry about one. Fox with the first kill for Reciprocity in offense takes down Fultz. It's a big kill. We've seen him performing quite well throughout. Vert starting to warm things up. Lax finds one as well on the other end of the map. Retro now putting the plant down, but he finally gets thwarted in Canadian. Oh no, is the big bad Canadian back, folks? We'll have to find out. It's the stairs for SSG. It's Rampy. Do they know he's here? I don't think they do. Some quick shots onto Laxine, and that's the EMP's gone, folks. They're thinking down Retro. Oh no, this is not looking like a good round for Reciprocity as Rampy takes down Vert, grabs the double. Foxe getting injured by impacts. Hasn't been down just yet, though. Nyx works his way down blue, claims himself a Bosco. Only 30 seconds remain. Nyx, Foxe, Rampy on rotation, making a triple for him. Have a day, my friend. Nyx walks into yet another Legion mine. The IQ not using that sensor to his liking. Does have the LMG. Ever since he's been on land, has been an absolute force to be reckoned with. Canadian sends a nice surprise to Vertical, claims the kill, moves on with his day.
SSG looking so strong at this point. Rec once again trying their best to make something happen out of this one. But all the map control is just back under the control of Space Station. Wall's still not open. They do have Retro and Lax that can make an attempt at that, but with the Bandit on the other side, there's not gonna be much of a hope. Another player falling as Nyx tries to complete a flank through the basement. Retro also falling a second later as he tries to make a first entry. Everything's on Laxing now, and the Blue Stairs player should already have a good idea that he's nearby. And there you go. Isn't really a push from Yellow at all at the moment here from Reciprocity. There was a couple players outside, but from our silhouettes, it doesn't look like they're gonna make an attempt at it, so they will hold the full control. Smokes are moving in from Rec. They're going to hope to obscure it here now, but just as so, the smoke on SSG is throwing his gas grenades back at them. Vert with a 1-for-1 exchange. Vert just getting away with it right now, walking right up the cafeteria and deleting Fultz. Rampy with the wrap back down, but they still have Laxing outside of Yellow door, so he's going to pick up two, finding both Thinking Nate and Rampy. How in the heck did Rec make this happen?
Well, they still need to put a diffuser down, and Vert's gonna grab that quickly so he can try and patch that up. Canadian on a rotation through Z, has one to worry about to his right. Is he gonna check the angle? He doesn't.
Drone work into the basement. They are checking this out, and Laxing looking a little bit confused right now on his drone. I imagine they do have a pretty good idea as to what's going on, though, and he's just checking for players through that hatch.
Well, slow and steady for Reciprocity. We saw them go for relatively the same thing the last time, but this time they're actually going to enter the building instead of just walking directly into sight. A quick gunfight between two people. It's going to be the two. Everything on the offense beats it, but Canadian making some magic happen to keep himself alive and keep the hopes of his team alive as well. Rampy falls off. That's going to be the second up. Man, many people transition through here, but Camera gonna mark out one. Nyx claims Fultz as the timer continues to tick down. Canadian biding his time. Could win them the entire round, but Vert finds him. Bosco on the rotation though. Does he know that he still has one? He lies in wait. They need to get the diffuser down though, so it'll be Nyx up and waiting in Bosco. If he was any other operator besides Gridlock, he would be dead.
Fox gonna go and join one of his teammates over here at the skylights, trying to isolate some of the prisons from SSG. Just haven't really been able to do it. There's an opportunity, but what is that? Fultz through the skylight gets one. He gets a bit greedy though and trying to go for a second as Vertical takes the same fight, but this time the expected winner comes out on top with Vertical.
I've never seen that angle in my entire life be used. Vert looking all the way down in piano, or he lost one of his team for him.
He's almost there. Gonna change your target slightly here. There is another player right above him in piano too, looking for the opportunity. Bosco, just a matter of, again, patience from SSG. Wait for the timing to get yourself a kill. And hey, why not make it two? As he goes and finds Nyx and the diffuser as well.
SMG-11, the best secondary gun in the entire game, especially when you know how to control it. It is an absolute monster, and Bosco is showing exactly why it is so damn good. Rotates back into bathroom. The denial of Reciprocity's attack has worked out so well so far. Retro finally gets Rampy after his patience pays off, but his patience might actually destroy Reciprocity's chances in this round. He just swung the window, and they only have 15 seconds to put a diffuser down. Thinking they'd taken a little bit of damage from the Toxic Babe as it clips through the wall. Vert, the man with the diffuser. Retro finally falters, and it's all up to...
By taking care of that Toxic Babe, they should be able to move in here. Oh, Bosco had a chance to get this play, and he nearly gets it too. Nyx.
Oh no.
Just about 25 HP left. He makes one more shot at this. Oh, he did get the down. There we go. It's obscured by smoke, so someone may be able to get her up a little bit later on, and it looks like they actually are going to be able to revive Nyx now. The push coming back in, a little bit bold from the drop down there. Laxing is going to be able to catch that as Canadian falls, but Rampy still has Piano. It's the same problem as the last round. Chucks down a Nitro Cell just to finish him off. Bosco swings out for one more. Laxing's going to get a knife confirm onto Thinking. Oh, an attempt at the shotgun play from Bosco, but no. Laxing and Foxay still in this. Faults with the trade though, brings it down to a 1v1, and there's only 6 seconds left. Foxay trying to make the...
And SSG more than likely just going, okay, are they gonna attack, or really what's gonna go on? A burst of speed, well, that's what you expect. Vert dies though, as Canadians challenging towards console windows. Fox with another, that's a triple for him on the round. Oh, takes down Canadian as well. SSG put onto their heels. Thinking Nade makes it inside a bathroom to try and help out Fultz, who's currently inside of Long, who gets taken down from Lax. He's looking for the double on the round. It's gonna be all left up to Thinking Nade to try and win it out after a burst of speed from Reciprocity. Pretty impressive with how much time was on the clock as well. Just doesn't appear that SSG was ready for that. Oh, pre-fire's coming through. He knows one has to swing, but he's gonna run out of bullets too soon. Gets Reciprocity as all the utilities pouring in. Do they know that Fultz is inside of Closet? This is gonna be a big deal. Rampy trying to distract him a little bit longer as he throws himself from the piano window. Smoke's going down. Fultz with good triggered discipline takes down one and a second, and that's more than likely gonna be it. Thinking Nade throwing himself in for good measure. Foxay finally gets something, and it's Canadian, but the timer, oh, the timer!
Here as he finds the first trade, bringing us into a 4v4. Fultz and Rampy both leading into windows. They're going to spin, and oh my goodness! Both play. What are you doing, Foxay? Why do you re-peek that? Fultz is going to get away with a second peek against him from Foxay. Canadian able to push in. He'll go for the plant. Looks like it's going to go off without a hit share, just a half a second away. And there we go. It's onto the ground. Rampy also taking out Laxing in the process. Fultz not dead, but very low. And Rec with no real means to defend this anymore. Smoke's gonna hop out into his own death. That's Retro gone. And Vert's now alone. A good start as he finds the trade on Rampy, but now he's just above 50. Rampy gonna be a little bit careful when he chooses to pop this wall, as players are gonna be winning on this side. However, that's not the only player that's here. Fultz gets the first. Where's the trades coming in? One player peeks from yellow. Is it gonna be enough though? Doesn't look like it. Rampy making it out of there along with Fultz. All 5 players still alive for SSG, and now they know that there's presence sitting up here still. Fultz trying to leap back in, but way off the mark on the aim. Laxing is there for the trade, taking down Fultz and bringing us back into a 4v4.
And this is what we were talking about from Reciprocity. They're so good on this roam game, and this is what they needed to do on their defense throughout this entire map. Timer still ticks down. Thinking Nade catches Laxing, slacking inside of Long Death. Vert with a trade, though, finds Canadian, and that's
towards the cafeteria and start taking control here. ADS does eat that first frag grenade. Second one's going to be thrown a little bit shorter so that it explodes earlier and gives him room to work with. Manages to make it past this spray pattern here. He's got the track stinger supporting him now as well. Nyx, though, shutting it down, but finally Rampy in position on the end. Bosco still hunting, nearly manages to clip himself. The Maestro for Nyx on the other side. The wall right there, but not going to be able to find it. Bosco now off repel, going for the corner shot instead, and he does successfully knock out Vertical. That'll be Projector opened up a bit more here for the attack if that's going to be their plant destination. Not clear enough to actually attempt the plant, though. They are going to have to use some extra utility to have that security. The smoke possibly just a little bit too far. It seems as though it was enough. 1-for-1 exchanges out in the hallway. Rampy trying to maintain his position. He's going to get one, but in the meantime, the defuse was interrupted. Only 2 seconds remaining. Angle, you've got 4 or 5 different crossroads as to where this connects. It can be cut off from many, many different positions. Looks like they make it through it without too much of an issue. Rec is playing very, very passively right now. Their angles will be smoked out. Fultz is even going to find Foxy when he tries to run out and deny the plan. Second player is also taken down when they try to run out, and now Diffuser goes down. They'll be ripped to shreds.
All of these hatches open. Don't have to worry too much. So here's the counter for what SSG was trying to do. They put a shield here, but as it gets sledged, you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to deal with this one, Lex. You have 2 people with guns, nobody with utility in order to knock Fultz away from his shield, get the shield to get drawn back up, anything of the sort. You have to try and get around him. So he's still playing close. Foltz more than likely is going to try and cut off the angle and have somebody rotate in with him to get this kill, or just continuously ping with the knowledge of where they are. Might dedicate some frag grenades down, and actually you can bounce them off the front of Monty's shield if it's angled correctly. Quite a bit of damage done. Switches over to the pistol, and the hip fireworks out and grants Laxine to Foltz. And no, Vert tries to run back, kill the Monty, but they know that there's an evil eye at the back of the map, so they're going to EMP it, and then Rampy is going to shoot it because the eye is now open to being shot. So nice little counter there from SSG. They need to put a diffuser down now, though. Worried about the nitro cells as Bosco pre-fires through every crook and cranny inside of that wall. Claims Retro. Nyx trades out, though. First nitro cell shot from the air. That's the beauty of land right there, folks. Rampy works it out, and SSG has a plant. A quick trade, actually, as Fox 8 is able to find Bosco. Still 2 remain. They place a drone just so they have some vision onto the actual bomb.
Also serves to be a good little bait here as well. If somebody shoots it going around the corner, he would know that they're out there. He's going to be able to find the Maestro trying to make a wrap through open area and then eventually to his stairs, but he will be here ready to take this fight. He's got hard pings. Nyx tries to go for a duck and dive play, but it's not going to work. Rampy catches.
Breaching hammer being used. Gun model stays up, but doesn't really work out too. Laxine rotates all the way through the pillars of lobby, finds himself a Foltz. That's the Ash that we
right now, but he's got to be cautious of any presence that might still have been established the inside of the tellers in the archives area, and he was right to be cautious of it as soon as he saw those footsteps. Catches on to Laxing, isolates him out. In problem here for SSG. They need to commit themselves to a plan. They've just lost Thinking Nate upstairs as well. It's into a 2v2. They need someone to wrap around inside of their nitro cell from Vert to shut it down. Rampy, the last one.
They definitely know someone's inside of logistics, though. So the ping hits the side of the wall. Going to confirm it with a drone. Looks like, oh, and here's the hard ping. He has to jump outside. He's going to go down through the garage. I don't think anybody's going to get there in time to actually kill him. It's a run to the edge, and Bosco can't make it.
So Reciprocity will keep that other player alive. Laxing, oh no, actually, it looks like he did get caught, so never mind on that.
Minute left on the clock for SSG to do something. Diffuser in Canadian's hands. A quick flick from Rampy. He's going to get marked out by the alibi. Oh my, Bosco tacking in as well. Foxay, the man that has to do the job now. It's a 1 versus 4. Jackal's still up as well, so he can track his feet if he can possibly find them. Foxay has to be worried about that, but it's good
so far here, but Spacestation is looking to kick up the heat a bit here as we've got 2 players swinging into CO, and oh, Vert was ready for that. He's got himself a nitro cell ready to rip. That's going to take out Foltz. Still looking.
Oh, right on his butt there, but Thinking Nate finally finds Fox. He's going to be down inside of Tellers, and everyone making it very hard for people to hear, aren't they? All right.
What are they doing with the clappers?
You gotta love it. You gotta love the land environment. Thinking Nate with a battle on main stairs. Knows somebody's there. Bosco's worked his way in very close to sight, and oh my, a shot out of nowhere with a very nice flick. But Nyx claims Thinking Nate on main. Well aware of the situation now, as it is down to the 2 versus 2. Bosco grabs a diffuser. Rampy close enough to him to help him out. He's actually going to get shot from behind. It's Retro inside of small office. Bosco has to stick this, though. It's going to be hard ping, so they definitely know that the diffuser's going down. A nitro sails through the air and gets the kill, but the diffuser's down. A quick cleanup of that, and Reciprocity will tie things up too.
Space Station has been playing not only this map, but the others as well, leading up to this point in the series here. Bosco also hunting to see if he might be able to catch anyone towards those elevators. There's definitely people who could take the bait on it if they want to. Doesn't catch anything on that first peek there from Maestro. Oh, however, Nyx will get caught retreating as Rampy's going to be able to find the first kill there.
Yeah, Nyx trying to make moves happen on Banana. Gets a little bit too aggressive towards the red staircase, and Rampy punishes him for it. Going to double check E2 with a frag grenade to make sure no one's holding the tight angle for him. Works out in the end.
Second floor.
And he works his way up. Oh, and a shot. He cleans it up, though. Foxay on the immediate trade. The refrag.
Or B4 situation. This is not going to be easy. Space Station seems to already have his number as well. They've got him locked to the inside of Janitor. He's got a couple pings coming his way. The second he fires that super shoddy, though, they're going to know where he's at. Oh, and
definitely can't beat that, but this one's still going pretty quickly if SSG can start linking rounds together again. Nyx, though, has something to say about that. Quickly dispatches Rampy.
Canadian, though, with a good change up here. He's going to be able to find Foxay first. This opens up the room for a push a little bit more, and he's going to have to start bringing those roamers that are still upstairs back under control. I've touted Spacestation so many times the way they've been approaching these rounds. Usually they still come out on top, so I might need to start doing it. One of the Nitro Cells is going to get picked. They'll clip off multiple players trying to push in and pull off the retake early as well. Rec now at a man disadvantage, and down to 2. Laxing and Vert going to have to pull off the 2v3. One tries to wrap on them from blue stairs. It does not work. That's Laxing. He'll get caught off, and the player Canadian holding behind server. Nitro Cell goes down, won't catch anything except some damage onto Canadian. Vertical trying to be so quiet as he creeps up here and attempts the retake. He's already lost half of his time, and he does not have a clean way in. If he drops, there's 2 players waiting for him. If he goes down the stairs, there's 2 players waiting for him. He's got to rotate somewhere else and make an attempt at this, and no, won't even make it. He's done. He's given it up. Space Station get round number 4. He's got iron sights on it.
Oh, what?
What is this?
I didn't even know this angle existed.
Yeah, that's crazy from Laxing.
This is why I love watching pro players play. This is just stuff that you can just bring back, use yourself, and then all of a sudden some guy's going to be messaging you in all chat about how you suck at this game or you're sweaty. And yeah, and there you go. It works out. He holds the cross angle, makes sure that Foltz can't peek, and Bosco trying to go for a Hail Mary with a pistol doesn't work out, and all of a sudden Reciprocity has all of the pressure at the bottom of main stairs. Retro adds on, Rampy trying to clean things up, make things tidy, but it's not working out. It's a quick prone key from Reciprocity as Retro stays alive and starts putting the diffuser down. Canadian Rampy have to make some magic happen. Bullets fly through, but none are going to hit the toes of Retro. They know where Rampy is. He's in a 1 versus 5, and he's more than likely going to try and get some air jabs and what have you to stop any rotations that could possibly thwart this plant.
Bosco's been waiting here for so long for an opportunity to pick up a kill from those main stairs. Is he going to get it, though? And we can see as well, obviously, Pulse has seen the full breadth of the team pushing in from the gold bars vault here. And obviously, they'll be pushing from CCTV itself, trying their best to get in there, but it seems the site defenders are doing a good job of holding out. Space Station not faltering. Diffuser getting dropped for a second there as well. Is someone else maybe making an attempt at it here? As Diffuser goes into the hands of Laxing now. The rest of the team, they're ready to move in, but they just don't have the capability to. SSG still has most of the utility. All Nitro Cells should still be in their arsenal. And here we go. Here comes the shutdown. 2 kills go into their favor. Now 3, 4, and 5 should be just around the corner. They did lose Rampy at one point, but thinking they're just going to jump right out.
There's always a couple random ones that I completely forget about because you just never see them unless you're playing comp, really. Clash is going to be one of those operators. Clash in particular, very good at staving off offenses from super aggressive takes. And speaking of super aggressive takes, Nyx is going to aggressively rip the head off of SSG, biding their time because Reciprocity really hasn't done too much. Lax and Retro need to get this wall open. Some pressure's coming in from the Zofia, but Foltz is going to make his presence known. Thinking Nate pre-firing low, but right over the head of Fox, who's currently inside of stock.
Canadian waiting for an opportunity to pick up one for himself here. Foltz instead going to be the next to pick one up as he gets his second on the round by finding Nyx. Looking for another here too and nearly getting it. Just a little bit off the angle to being able to find the player pushing out from the main hall and square. It looks like it is going to be their thermite, but it's not going to matter. Rec are still losing players. Thinking Nade finally able to get his action started here, and players, one peeking for the ATM doorway, one peeking for the small office door. Oh, nicely done though.
Not very much time on the board as Foltz starts us off. He takes Foxay. Can he get another? He can't, but it's a trade down to the 2 versus 3. They do still have pressure on site and plenty of rotations made. They also have the cubicle broken so that Bosco can see through into the breach. Drones roll through for Retro now. Still plenty of time. They mark out the Valkyrie. This is probably going to be an immediate gunfight. Bosco's going to stay in the same area. Thinking Nate has to provide assistance. They need to get this diffuser down as fast as possible, and they want another entry kill to do so. Continuing to dance outside of the breach. Already have all of their drones used up here. As you see stun grenades pour in, Laxing with a double kill. It's all into Thinking Nade. He's been in these situations before, and he can sometimes make camera. Overall, a pretty clean take for Reciprocity, but they do have one thing still to deal with, Blue. And that's going to be blue stairs.
And not necessarily a whole lot of time to deal with it either. Already down to 1 minute and 45 here. Going to quickly try and burn out the ADS as the best of their ability. Elamine goes in. First flash against Bosco, but he completely dodges it. EMP in, and that'll deal with the mines along with the ADS and the nade from Nyx. finishes off Bosco. Send phone call out now to spot down the position of some of these defenders that are still alive and well. Nitro Cell's getting primed and ready to go as well. They know Rex moving in soon. Foxay with the next hit here catches Fultz in the garage. That'll be a pinch that these defenders will have to deal with too. Laxing's gonna keep it going. Thinking Nade is able to put down Foxay though as he tries to push the garage. There's still more players trying to go for main stairs control. Rampy thought one was at the bottom, but no, that's a mistake.
Bosco once more. Frag grenade pours in. The Gishmont mine is actually still up in the corner as it goes off. Stun grenade goes off as well, but he's gonna get droned out. They know that he's still here. He quickly fires with a swing, very tight knit. He goes for it, but no, Nyx bags him. Bosco just getting a little too aggro on the blue stairs.
And interest is once again a great primer for Reciprocity to try and close out this round and send us to OT for the first time in this final. Retro pops open the back hatch first here on the wall. Give them access and allow him to span through a little bit here to start harassing the players that are going to be holding out behind the plant area.
Been relatively the same spot as they were last time. Fultz just has a little bit less HP. They're gonna have to worry about the hatch drop. Vertical's already moved his way over towards main stairs. Foxay will join him. Toxic Babe's going to stave them off, so it's Retro and Nyx's job to try and make some magic happen. Still missing one man though on where his location currently is for the roster, so it's more than likely going to be Laxing still all the way upstairs trying to cut off rotations. They're rushing in deep to try and get this plant down. EMP pours in, but an air jab is gonna knock a man through a soft wall. Vert claims the first kill. Nitro Cell though. Oh no, it's all down to Canadian all of a sudden. They pick the diffuser back up, get a plant down, and Reciprocity for...
Once again, getting this drone to the inside, sneaking it in, and getting some great intel. This is how they've been able to pull off such a successful push. Is once more, this has been a change-up. Spacestation in the past has been doing a great job usually of dealing with the drone presence and knocking it out. It doesn't seem as though that's necessarily the case anymore, and that Rec is getting away with quite a few preset drones that's giving them the intel to be able to push into areas like the main stairs. Although Nyx is the only one in there, but the rest of the team is going to be joining him soon with Retro and a few of the others starting to work their way down. As far as the setup is concerned though, again, very similar to what we've had in previous rounds. Heavy emphasis on stopping the push to the inside, with Rampy playing to the inside, actually, of CCTV, this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because they've also had to relocate two other players to the main stairs to fend off that hole. Phone call in, Rampy jumps up though, Eddie drops the diffuser. He's trying to go for a jump up into the corner, but I don't think he can do it. A nade's going to be thrown his way, will knock out half of his HP, but he's still going to be able to hold. Fultz with the next one as well. They did lose Bosco in the process of this though, and now Laxing with the next, but Rampy still holding on, thinking nade with the next. It's all on Nyx in a 1v3 situation here to try to bring this.
We're only halfway through this round right now, folks, and everyone is engaged with somebody.
Minute and 20 seconds remaining. Like you said, a little over halfway through it. Fultz waiting for the E1 peak, and he finally gets it. Where's the kill, though? He's not able to trace down Laxing finally after 3 separate peaks. Gets the headshot that he was so desperately searching for.
They also have soft walls downstairs as well, since Reciprocity opted for the roam instead.
Time again becoming an issue now for Spacestation. 20 seconds left to make this push work, and they've somehow got to kill 4 players in the process of this. Smoke grenades also just now getting used. Someone's going to have to do something crazy here. They're blocked off from planting, thinking Nade's going to catch Nyx running in to try and stop the first defuse. Then, oh, the Nitro Cell goes, or gas grenade actually goes a little bit too far, so the plant's going to go off without a hitch. They're going to try and go for more here. Spacestation with a 3v1 advantage, and that's going to do it! Thinking Nade shuts it down on Retro with the final kill, and Spacestation Gaming are your 2019 US Nationals champions!